Madeleine, please tell us about yourself.
Hi, so I'm Madeleine Martin, the General Manager of Ossis, based in Christchurch, New Zealand. I'm an engineer background, but I'm now managing the company.
Seamus, about yourself, please.
My name is Seamus Tredinnick, and I'm involved in the research behind why Ossis's products work so well.
Please introduce your company and the product portfolio.
So Ossis works in the complex end of the orthopaedic market. We develop a custom orthopaedic solution for surgeons that are looking for a solution for an unmet need, so a very complex bony defect often as a result of failed revisions. So we design and manufacture a custom orthopaedic solution for them using 3D printing technologies.
Give us some information, please, about the innovation culture at your company.
So we really pride ourselves on being able to provide a solution for a surgeon and a patient where there's no other solution available. So often we're working directly with surgeons on a daily basis, and they're able to come to us with their problems, and we can create a custom solution for them to help them solve those problems.
When was your solution first dreamed up?
So our custom acetabulum solution was developed by a local surgeon and engineer in Christchurch, and they started working on this in the early 2000s, and we've been using custom technologies and 3D printing technologies since 2007 to meet this unmet need.
In concrete, what is it that your product does?
So we develop a custom acetabulum implant for patients that have severe bone defects. So we are able to create a patient-specific implant that fits the bone exactly and creates a stable hip joint for the patient so that they can benefit from the quality of life again.
Where's that product used across the world?
Currently we are selling this product into New Zealand and Australia, and we're looking to expand into the UK and European markets and also into the American markets as well.
How does it compare with other implants and devices?
Currently in New Zealand there's only an off-the-shelf modular solution, so this for surgeons means that they are having to do a lot of the planning and the fitting of the implant in surgery, and often having to remove bone to make the implant fit the patient. So this for them is a headache, and we do a lot of that planning for them before surgery. There are some custom solutions on the market as well, but we're not currently seeing them in the Australasian market, and our product differs slightly from them in terms of the 3D printing techniques that we do use.
What do physicians and nurses think about your solution, your product?
Well, what the Ossis product does is it gives the physicians the ability and new tools to treat conditions that they weren't previously able to treat. So from that perspective, they love it.
What does your solution, your technology, mean to patients?
For patients, really it gives them back quality of life, and we treat sort of end-stage orthopaedic conditions. So the alternatives to this severe end of the spectrum are not very good. They don't give people the ability to walk and be mobile, and the Ossis implants give that back to the patients.
Which further developments are you currently working on?
Currently we're in the acetabulum or hip, and we're looking to take that same technology and translate it to different anatomical regions to treat severe conditions in those regions as well.
How does your technology respond to current challenges in the New Zealand healthcare sector?
Well, in New Zealand, and I guess in other orthopaedic markets, we're seeing an increasing number of primary hip replacements being carried out, and with these being carried out at a younger age, often patients are outliving that first implant. So we see a number of failed revisions that then result in the need for a custom implant. So this is increasing, and patients are demanding that they do have their quality of life, and we are able to give them that again. Plus, I guess the ever increasing number of replacements being carried out is not sustainable from a health economics point of view. So by treating them successfully with a custom implant does save the healthcare system a number of dollars to prevent having to revise that in the future.
Everyone talks about costs and outcomes in the healthcare sector. What is the impact of your solution on this?
So by creating a custom solution, we're able to do a lot of the planning before surgery. So this results in a 15% saving overall for that patient and for the healthcare systems. This is a result of reduced theatre time, reduced length of stay for the patient in the hospital, reduced rehabilitation costs, and also the big cost of having to revise that if that implant was to fail. So across our 80 plus cases so far, we haven't had any failures or complications, which means that there's a huge cost saving to prevent that from having to be revised.
Why are you looking at international markets?
Well, I guess the New Zealand market is just an indication of what is happening across markets around the world, and so for us, we would like to be able to treat other patients in other markets with a custom solution, and it does give Ossis, a proportionally bigger market as well to expand into other markets.
Looking at Europe, including Germany, what benefits can your products, your solution bring to these markets?
So Germany and throughout the EU, they face the same healthcare problems that we see in New Zealand, which is the inability to treat these really complex end of the orthopaedic sector. And so the Ossis products going into these markets gives those physicians new treatment options and also the reduction in costs associated with them.
Which stakeholders do you need in Europe and Germany to be successful here?
Well, our key stakeholder is the surgeon, so we would look to identify key revision surgeons, KOLs in the German market, and once we've established a relationship with those, we're then able to directly promote and market a custom solution to those and use those surgeons as reference points for the development of our German market.
Which communication platforms do you use to get access to these markets?
So we work directly with the surgeons essentially. They are our key stakeholder, and we would work with them to identify a possible case that we can create a custom solution for, and then work with them on the design of that solution.
How has MEDICA 2015 helped you make progress?
Well, for us, really, this is our first trip to MEDICA, and it really has given us an insight into the German healthcare market, what we do need to consider when we are looking to enter this market. We've had the opportunity to meet with a number of key people that will provide a means to help with our entry into the German market. So for us, it's been very useful to be here and create those relationships.
It's also given us a really good overview and insight into the markets that we can look to capitalise into in the future. And it's given us a seat at the table with some amazing contacts that have offered to help us when we're ready to move into the German market.